Hey everyone, Zach Reger with SBD, and I'm joined by Rob Linehan, the regulatory writer over at Sports Betting Diamond. We have some huge news in the prediction market space. Prediction markets are all the buzz right now. And just this morning, December 19th, a familiar name in sports betting just launched their prediction markets. So, Rob, thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to me about DraftKings Predictions. So, we'll just get into some questions. How long has this been in the works? Is this brand new? Has this been going on for a while?
Hey, Zach. Well, thanks for having me on this morning. Sure. I mean, this has been months in the works. DraftKings announced in late November in their Q3 or early November, excuse me, during their Q3 financial results that they were going to be getting into the prediction markets, that they were going to be launching a prediction market service. Jason Robbins was pretty vague about when it would happen, but he said they would launch before the year was out. To everyone's surprise this morning, we woke up to the announcement that, yes, DraftKings Predictions, its standalone app, which is also available, obviously, on any other web application too, is live, and it is offering event contracts through 38 states this morning. Certainly a surprise. DraftKings is the first major sports betting and gaming company to get into the prediction markets. Obviously, Underdog, Prize Picks, they sort of got in first, but this is the first major company to actually get into the markets to offer sport event contracts in 17 states so far. We're going to see what happens moving forward here into 2026.
Yeah, so you said 38 states it's available. Are there any notable states either on that list or missing, or is it a combination of some legal sportsbook states and the non-legal sportsbook states?
Sure. It's like I said, it's available in 38 states. 17 of those states, DraftKings Predictions offers sport event contracts. These are all states where DraftKings is not legally licensed to offer sports betting. That was a point that Jason Robbins made when the announcement came down in November that if they did offer sport event contracts, they would not do so in states where they hold a sports betting license. This is true, or this has become true today. Some of the bigger states, or some of the more notable states where sport event contracts are now live, are California, Texas, Florida, Georgia, Minnesota. Some of these big markets that DraftKings has really lobbied over the last several years to either legalize sports betting or, in Florida's case, open up sports betting to outside operators. It's a big deal right now. In terms of sport event contracts. Obviously, we've seen in the news, and I've reported quite a bit of it, that, some gaming commissions across the country have warned operators to not get involved with prediction markets, to not offer sport event contracts, and have said that, hey, look, even if you don't offer sport event contracts in our state, if you offer them in outside states, it could affect your licensure. So we're going to have to see what happens. I mean, we've seen, some ramifications come down already, but in terms of what's going to happen with DraftKings and eventually FanDuel when they launch their own markets, we're going to have to see if any of these states back up their claims, back up their threats.
So, for people that might not be as familiar with prediction markets, you already mentioned how sport event contracts will be available for states that are not there for legal sports betting. Has there been any talk about what kind of markets DraftKings Predictions will offer outside of sports event contracts?
Sure. I mean, look, sport event contracts are probably the reason why everyone's watching this video right now or watching this interview, but they'll have some more of the traditional event contracts. They'll have eventually some entertainment contracts where you can buy contracts. The Oscars are going to be coming up, so you could buy contracts on who will win Best Picture or who may not, if someone will not win Best Picture, Best Director, things like that. So there'll be entertainment contracts. Obviously, there are more of the traditional financial contracts. The price of will the price of gold rise? Will Bitcoin fall, things of that nature. So yeah, you're going to see some more of the traditional offerings throughout the states. But the big news right now, at least for us, I'm not a financial reporter. I'm a sports betting and gaming regulatory reporter. The big news is the sport event contracts. But yes, DraftKings Predictions will offer some of the other traditional event contracts, entertainment, finances, various industry, economic things. So that will be available.
All right. So just last question. You already kind of mentioned FanDuel. What do you think this means moving forward in the industry? Do you see a lot of other major sports books trying to get involved in prediction markets after this launch?
Sure, and I also should mention Fanatics Sportsbook also has gotten into the prediction market. They are also offering sport event contracts. But yes, more and more of these books, more and more of these companies are certainly going to be looking at the possibility. I mean, it's a way to get quote unquote sports betting into states where it may not be legal. Obviously, there are those who say that sport event contracts aren't sports betting, but basically, it's a way to, hey, look, some of these states are dragging their feet. They're not legalizing sports betting. This is a way for some of these companies to offer a sports betting like product. Um, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens moving forward. I mean, you've already seen. I mentioned Underdog in Arizona. The Arizona Department of Gaming recently sent a notice to Underdog saying that they were going to revoke their daily fantasy sports license because of their partnership with Crypto.com. Crypto.com offered sport event contracts in Arizona. The department said, look, if anyone is partnering with some of these companies, your license could be at risk. And they backed up their claims. They sent a notice to Underdog saying that they would revoke their daily fantasy sports license. And they just may. I mean, this obviously there's going to be an appeal, there's going to be a hearing, but this could have some major ramifications moving forward in some of these states: Ohio, New York, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Michigan. They've all sent warnings to operators saying don't get involved with this. So this could be the tip of the iceberg. We'll see if anyone sends notices. We'll see if any licenses are actually at risk. But yeah, this is just the beginning. It's going to be It's going to be an interesting year as we move forward into 2026 in this space.
Wow, very interesting times ahead. Rob, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. This is all very interesting stuff.
Awesome. Thanks, Zach. Thanks for having me.